Hey study buddies, so today what we're going to be doing is we're going to look at how to factor polynomials using the factor theorem. So these are going to be a little bit more complicated polynomials, okay? So what is the factor theorem? The factor theorem states that x minus a is a factor of f of x if and only if f at a equals 0. So basically what it's saying is that a value of a will only be a factor of whatever the function is if when you plug in that value of a into the x, you get 0. So we're going to work through an example, this example here actually, to show you guys what it means, what this factor theorem actually means. So let's take a look at that. So when you're using the factor theorem to find a factor, you just want to take a number, pick a number. You could pick really any number. Typically, you'll start off with lower numbers like 0, 1, 2, and you want to find a value that will make f of x equals 0 when you plug it into x, right? So let's see. Let's say we wanted to plug in how about f at 1? Let's start off with f at 1. Well, we do 1 cubed minus 5 times 1 squared minus 2 times 1 plus 24. Well, we know for sure that does not give us 0. Okay, let's try f at negative 1. Negative 1 cubed, blah, 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 blah. You know that doesn't give you 0, right? So plug it in, figure it out for yourself to see what it provides you with. If it doesn't provide you 0, it's not a factor. Okay, let's try f at negative 2. Well, when you actually plug in f at negative 2, you do actually get a factor. So that means that f at negative 2 is a factor. So when you actually put it in as a factor like this, x minus a is going to look like this. X minus 2. So x plus 2 is a factor. All right, so that's your factor right there. Let me circle it out. This is your factor. Okay. That's step 1. And so I hope you guys understand the factor theorem now. You could try it out with a bunch of different polynomials to get the handle of it. But that's pretty much that. You just pick values, plug them in, see when do you get 0. When you get 0, that's when you know it's a factor. So x plus 2 is a factor. Now you want to take that x plus 2 and you want to long divide it. So you want to divide x plus 2 by the function that you were given, x cubed minus 5x squared minus 2x plus 24. Okay, so let's do that. Let's try it out. Okay, so we have x squared here. So if you guys don't know how to long divide, I have a video on that, so go check it out. I'll leave it down below, so it shouldn't be a problem, but we'll just go through it real quick. So x times x squared plus x squared, gives you x cubed. So you want to get rid of those variables. That's why we're doing that. And then you go ahead and do 2 times x squared. So you have plus 2x squared. All right. So you have minus 5x minus 2x. So negative 7x squared. You bring that down. Minus 2x. I'll probably speed this up, okay? So I'm going to speed it up right now. All right, so that's your long division. Now understand that you'll always be left with a remainder of 0. Why? Because x plus 2 is a factor of this function. Anytime you have a factor, you never have a remainder, right? It makes sense. All right, awesome. And now you get your quotient. So you have your quotient. What do you do with the quotient? We are going to factor the quotient. So I've written the quotient here. Let's factor it out. So we'll use the guess and check method, which I've shown you in a video. You can use that method. You could use the what multiplies to give you 12 and adds to give you negative 7. Okay, but I'm using guess and check. So we could just do minus 4 and minus 3, right? Because minus 4 times minus 3 gives you positive 12. When you add minus 4 plus minus 3, you get negative 7x. So that is that. Now, what is our final factored form? You're using your first factor, which was x plus 2, and you're putting these two here as well. So x minus 4 and x minus 3. And note that if you can't factor this quotient, it's fine. Just put in that quotient there. You don't need it necessarily in factored form, okay? But if you could factor, then do that, okay? Because then you'll get to see those x-intercepts. And so that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's a little bit different. Hopefully you guys get a handle of it. Keep practicing and you'll be great. All right, I'll see you next video. Bye.